And the skill set, this is the best part, the skill set for a customer is like, I kind of joked about this at Branson, but it's true. The skill set for a customer of a trio is really just swallowing. Like, it's really all they have to do, right? But to maybe give it a little bit deeper of a thought is that the skill set is that they're able to use our products consistently. So if we have a customer that's not using their products consistently, it's probably a function of one of those three areas are not in sync. Maybe it's that they can't remember where to put it so that they actually take it consistently, right? They keep forgetting it somewhere. So that'd be a problem with their skill set. Maybe it's with their mindset, that they really don't have enough belief in our product to keep going or to keep taking it. Or maybe it's in their heart set. And I see this, gosh, far too often, but it's cool when you can uncover this within a customer, that they really don't value themselves or deserve that they could have better health. And we see this a lot with people who are chronically sick. They don't know that there could be another way. And isn't that cool when we can meet those customers with hope? And that's really the part that gets to their heart. So as you kind of think about what it takes to go from like customer to HLP or customer to 2000 plus, to me, it's really a function of where does their heart lie? You know, in my head, the way I think about it, the heart set of an HLP on our team is somebody who's willing to share with at least a few other people, because their head's telling them, this is really important, and for whatever reason, I'm making a decision to bring this to an intentional level. And then the skill set of an HLP is really, they just need to know how to share their story. And we can fill in the gaps as leaders along the way. And as you continue to grow, one of my favorite things to see in people, I was doing a coaching call earlier today with somebody who was at 2000 plus, and she was talking about wanting to qualify her business and go on a sales coordinator. One of the coolest things was she identified, self-selected, and said, I believe in this for my customers so much that now I can't imagine not going out and telling everybody else about it. So what that statement meant to me and how I kind of dissected it for her was that because she sees the values and she's heard the stories and she knows how that hits her heart, that has now shifted from what she thought for herself and the importance just in her own heart into her head, where she can't imagine going back to that old normal of, do I want to share it, or am I concerned what other people are going to think? No way. That new normal in her head is that this is important enough for people to hear about it, and I'm going to get my hands involved, and my new skill set is sharing it with a lot more intention. So I love to see that happen within our business. That's for sure true of myself, that things that started in my gut, things that started as some sort of discomfort or uncertainty, or I knew there was more in my heart, really I was able to kind of internalize and work through with mentors in my head. And then once our hands got busy on our team, it was pretty consistent, big growth month after month. And I'm so excited because I feel like the better matches that we can make and the more that we can listen and ask questions to find out which one of those three areas they're struggling with or they're just a little bit weaker in or shaky, the better we are to be able to kind of really meet people where they're at. Whether they want to be an awesome referral partner as an HLP, or they want to really offset their family's costs and take excellent care of their customers as somewhere in that 2000 plus qualified business range, or they want to start building team and possibly move into senior leadership. It really doesn't matter to me. I have very few expectations. We like to say there's no blame, no shame, and no excuses. So it's really about honesty, and I'm so grateful that people were patient with me so that, I mean, and I say this and it's kind of quippy, but I went from like total holdout throwing her Juice Plus in the dumpster in college to like total sold out, that this is going to be the biggest part of our family's future. And I'm beyond excited about what the next, several decades are going to look like. So I'm going to stop and let you ask questions or wrap it up, Nikki, however you'd like.
I love from holdout to sold out.
Absolutely.
Because you know how many people you guys on this call have talked to where they've said no, 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 no. And then when they really get a hold of it, because their mindset and heart set changes, everything changes. So I have a quick question. What's the heart set of say, you know, a senior, somebody that's in leadership position? What's their heart set versus sales coordinator's heart set?
Yeah, so I think it is personally, and that's why, you know, and I think that this is an interesting thing to talk about. And you know, when you get to senior sales coordinator, I think when we get to sales coordinator, there's a lot of expectations that we either put on ourselves, or sometimes, that I'm guilty of this as a leader, I've put on my team, thinking they need to be able to take care of their own team. And there's a certain level, I think, at a sales coordinator level of interdependence. Like, you can do enough things on your own, but you're also going to work up with the rest of your support team, with the rest of your upline. But the heart set, in my opinion, and what I try to layer throughout my team, is that the heart set of a sales coordinator is to help their team do amazing customer care. And that's where their heart is, because the customer remains the most important all the way at sales coordinator level through POB. I mean, Six Club, all the way through there. I mean, really, we're still talking about amazing customer care. And then here's where I think it shifts and it develops as you start at SSC and kind of select that you want to be in that senior leadership all the way up through NMD and, you know, way beyond in club levels, is that the heart set of somebody in senior leadership is that they want to pump possibility and potential into every single relationship within their team. Meaning they're willing to see and to go there with people before they're maybe able to see it in themselves. I mean, that's what's been demonstrated to me, and that's what I love to see within my own team, is to help people really meet their strengths. And for those people that I know could be awesome leaders, I work very honestly and very intentionally with them for them to uncover that within themselves. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't, and I don't get upset about it. But I just keep thinking that the more honest leaders that we have that really want to be able to, and this is the way I like to think about it, pump possibility into others, that's the big difference. It goes from beyond just taking great care of customers to saying, I have a personal responsibility to Juice Plus as a company, as a brand, and as my team, and what could happen beyond that. And I think that's the real heart set shift, is it stops being about just about customers, and it starts being really about the futures of your team.
Yeah, that was a great explanation, Alison. I love that. Does anybody have a question to ask Alison before we jump off? And if you do, just unmute yourself and go for it right now, because I can't see everybody because we've got her spotlighted.
Hi there, Alison. Michael here out in Southern Oregon.
Hi.
Do you have a top maybe 2 or even 3 that you love, you always fire at your new team members to really get to the heart of kind of their headset, their mindset, and their heart set? You know, those are awesome. But I'm just wondering if you've got specific verbiage that you use to go deep with them.
You know what? It's I really just I ask so many questions, and it sounds silly, like there should be some magic phrase that I really get to. But I kind of started, I don't think a lot of people know how to say what their why is when they start this business. I wouldn't have had any clue what to say. I think I figured that out somewhere around like 3 Club. So for me, I really ask questions and I say, what gets you excited? Because for some reason, the excitement factor people can hold on to more than they can like the mission part or the why. Now, when you meet those people who are like, I want to go out there and, you know, change the world with better nutrition, like hold on to them because they know what they're talking about already. And then, you know, the heart is there and you might need to train for some skill. But yeah, for me, I'm asking a lot of questions, and probably the top thing I ask is, what are you most excited about? And then this is kind of more to uncover how important the money really might be to somebody, because a lot of people lie about that and they want to try and make it sound like heart instead of sometimes where the financial need is. And in our country, we have so many people who have a financial need. Is, okay, well, if you made around this much money, what would you spend it on? And that also shows a little bit of the heart, because you're hearing how they'd spend their money. But man, that heart part is the biggest part. And I say this a lot on our team. I hire for heart and I train for skill, because the skills needed in this business are not that complicated. But to have somebody with the right heart set, wherever they end up landing, all the way from a customer to an NMD, that's the gold right there.
Wow. I'm going to take you off the spotlight just so we can see everybody here. Oops, that didn't work. Where are we all? Yikes. I guess I'll stop. Wait, there we are. Here we all are for the end of the recording. So Alison, there was a couple pieces. I love that hire for heart, train for skill. It's really important. I think one of the things that I think we do is we keep feeding information and things to do for our distributors thinking they want to get to the next level, and they really are not ready for that information yet. It's like back up before you give them all of that stuff and say, where really are you? What is it that you really want to do next? I think that's a mistake that we're just so excited for them. We say, here, watch this video, and this is your next step. And we don't stop and just let them really speak their heart and where they're at and also their mindset. So I thought that was great. And it put a whole new meaning, as you said at the event, to love them a little or love them a lot. No, if they do a little or if they do a lot, we love them. I said it wrong. But it really, for me, put a whole new meaning on it. And anyway, it was great when I saw that up on the board, those 3 things and really how they work and how you can work better with your distributors knowing where they are in any one of those 3 areas.
Yeah,
so,
it's a big deal. I mean, and I'll tell you, I've heard Wendy Campbell say that the whole time I've been in the business, almost 8 years. And it's so funny because I think I probably actually got that like 18 months to 2 years ago. And since I started loving people, whether they do a little or a lot, the people who do a little are starting to do a lot more because I'm not, there are no expectations. And I'm always asking, you set the goal, and then I'll ask if I can hold you accountable. And at any time, if you want to walk away, that's fine. It's fine.
And so, there's one for you. You set the goal, and I'll hold you accountable. And then when they don't take their next move, and you're holding accountable, you either go back to say, okay, I thought this is what you wanted. Maybe it really isn't. We need to refocus.
Yeah.
Right? So
exactly. And then I told my team, for a long time, and for any of you who are in senior leadership or wanting to get into senior leadership, and Nikki, I would really love to hear your thoughts on this. Maybe it'll be offline, but I'm excited about this and to hear, I'm the one that decided to be an NMD. Like I made that choice. So it's not my team's job to get me there. It's my job to get enough team that wants to get there.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big shift. And I think for my team, every club level we hit now, we're celebrating them. And then as a team, we hit the goal. So it's really been a big shift for us.
That's great. Alison, thank you so much. And I reached out to Alison because I heard her on a call one day, and I just really loved what she had to say. And then seeing her at the boot camp, I was so happy she was going to be on our call tonight. So one thing, next week, our call is with your smaller teams. Just remember that. And then on the 14th of February, we're not having a team call. It's going to be a love night that you share with your family, your loved ones, your spouse, your partner, whomever. And so would all of you take yourself off of mute and show Alison the love that we have on our Heat team. So just unmute yourself and give a little love to Alison. Alison, thank you so much for participating with us.
Thank you, Alison.
Thank you, Alison.
Hi, Alison. Thanks, guys.
You're awesome.